this is Dama 82, and right now we're looking at one of my super battleships, the Carolus Rex. Just to give you guys the stats on it here. As you can see, she's a massive, massive ship, and very expensive too. This isn't one of the... Is it the first super battleship I built in front depths? This is probably actually like my third or fourth. But this one was one of my favorites, and what I'd like to do in this little series that we're going to do here is I want to kind of rebuild this thing from scratch. It'll be like a Carolus Rex Mark II, for lack of a better term. So yeah, just want to give you an idea of what we got to work with here. And I want her to have roughly the same amount of firepower, but I want it to be in a smaller, cheaper hull with a significantly smaller block count. So, now that you guys have seen her, we'll just pull her out of play. Now, usually when I build battleships, the first thing I'll start off with is their guns. Mostly because the guns are an extremely large part of the ship, and they're probably going to make up most of the ship, aside from maybe the engines. So with that said, let's get started. So what I want to do here is we're going to be using the big bad 8-meter autoloaders. And this design here that we're going to go with, it's somewhat in concept inspired by something I saw Enter the Fan do. Basically, this white section here that's made out of alloy, that is basically telling me where we can and cannot build. Okay, so that is going to mark the outside of the turret. Actually, I think I'm just going to cut that corner there because there's like no sense in having it squared off like that. But yeah, that's going to be our turret area here. Now, I got this template here from the Steam Workshop. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can have it, but it comes in very handy for helping you building turrets. This outer area here that's been done in metal here, that's going to be the walls of the barbette that the turret is going to sit down inside of. So this kind of gives us an idea of where we can and cannot build, as I stated earlier. We don't want to try to make the turret any bigger than what's going to be inside this little wall of metal pieces that I put up so far. Anyway, so this one is going to be using 8-meter long shells, and it's going to be using ammo ejectors. We want to go for survivability here, so that's a very important part of a battleship. So we're going to need to grab a prefab of this. Let's see here. We need a width of 3, length of 2, a height of 8. Alright. Now we're just going to take this prefab, slap it over here. And then we're going to take these guys, put them over here. And we're just going to kind of try to copy this pattern around like this. And this. We want to try to get as many of these as we can in here. Let's see, we could set these right about here and here. Now then, that can go in there like that. That can go in there like that. Now, I probably should mention here that the width of this turret is going to be 17 meters by 17 meters. Just so you guys know. I'm trying to figure out how I could do these corners. I think maybe something like this. And like that. And then like that. It's times like these where I kind of wish that the game had a mirroring similar to that of what they do in Avorion, because it would make the Tetris for doing a turret like this a little bit easier. Mainly because in Avorion you could do mirror lines in 4s instead of 2s. Where you can have like... It's kind of hard to describe unless you've actually seen it. I'm kind of struggling here a bit, but let's see. Can I get this to work like that? No, not quite. Still not quite. Okay, we'll come back to you then. And we'll put you there, and you there, you there, and you there. So the kind of turret I'm hoping to make here is one with a triple mount. This is going to have the same amount of guns as the previous Carolus Rex. But it's going to have 4 turrets instead of the 3 that's currently on there right now. I think I can make that work. But yeah, this is a kind of a style of building that I learned from another YouTuber by the name of Fan. Super smart guy, very nice. Check out his Discord sometime. Super chill guy. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do too much with From the Depths lately due to constraints in real life, like school, things like that. Can't say I blame him. I went to college myself, and I know that it is a huge time sink. Not only is it a huge time sink, but it is a huge money sink as well. And I hope you guys can't hear that there, because my cat seems to have the zoomies right now. Well, let's see here. Oh yeah, that'll fit. Should anyway. Oh, that's... Mirror Light keeps wanting to go the wrong frickin' direction. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll have to make you fit like that, I think. There we go. Go back into prefab mode. Oops. There we go. Come on. Yeah, that'll definitely fit there. How to do this part? There we go. That looks crazy, doesn't it? Alright. So, let's see here. How many autoloaders do we have? It'd be tough to count all that shit, wouldn't it? It seems that I missed a spot over here. That's not good. I'm not even sure how that happened. Weird. Okay. Is there anything else I could do? Yeah, we'll turn this guy around. There we go. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, good. Alright, so next we want ammo ejectors. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary here, folks. This part gets a little complicated. Because we need to get these ejectors onto every one of these autoloaders. I don't think I put that one on correctly. Nope. Alright. Getting warmer. I think we have them all covered now. Yep, looks like it. Good. And that means we can grab our ammo input feeders and start adding them. So my ideas for this ship is that I want her to be maybe about 30 meters wide. Oh, we missed one. Yeah, that one's kind of screwed up. Okay. Anyway, I want the ship to be about 30 meters wide and about 200 meters long. that's where what I'm thinking as far as dimensions so far. I haven't really gotten much beyond that. Of course, she's going to have a pretty deep draft to be able to support these guns that we're going to be putting on her. Also, just to let you know that while I'm doing this, this is going to be a build for 2.4.9. So a lot of what I do here may not work or is completely different. So yeah. See if there's any more that I missed. Yeah, that seems like some decent Tetrising to me. Okay. So this is going to be the bottom of the turret. So we're going to wrap her up in armor. Like this. There we go. Alright, so now we need to grab a prefab of this whole thing. Alright, so now we got our turret here. And I'm going to restart the design. No, well, I better not. Actually, let's do this. We are going to just build a little ways out here. And I want to grab a turret block. We'll go with the 3-meter turret. Now, we'll grab our prefab. And this whole entire thing is going to be flipped upside down. That seems about center. As best as I can tell. There we go. Oh wait, I think I made a boo-boo. Let's see here. Control, chair. We want to put Rambut right here. Yeah, I fudged. We'll just cut that off and try again. I put the prefab onto the structure itself and not the spin block. My mistake. Okay, let's try this again. I think we're centered. Alright, so let's get Rambot back on here. Yep, it's spinning. That's exactly what we want. Excellent. Now we'll go back onto our turret. And we're going to cover the bottom of this turret with metal armor. And I am trying my best to try to stick with the largest pieces that I can to do this. You have more hit points from your armor if you do it that way. So always try to build with the biggest blocks that you can. Now when you get to a place like right here, it's probably best just to split it up into two parts instead of having one big long 4-meter beam and then like put in a 1-meter block in there. It just you'll have more hit points overall this way. Alright, now we have the lowered armor half of the turret. Awesome. Alright, now this part should be a little crazy because now we gotta connect up all of these autoloaders. So then, let's do that part. Where they connect like this, where two autoloaders are touching, you just need a connector on one of them. Because when two autoloaders touch, they will connect to the gun via the adjacent autoloader, if that makes sense. Make sure we got all these autoloaders, at least one of these 6-way connectors. Except, of course, for the ones that that have like an autoloader that's adjacent directly to it, like that one over there. I think we are good here. Okay, so let's start connecting up for the first cannon here. So that's got us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 autoloaders. Let's see if we can pick up some more. There we go. So that's 7 from this main piece here. And then that's 8, 9, 10 autoloaders. Okay. I think I'm going to bring this back just a bit more. And this back a bit more. That way we could pick up this autoloader, this autoloader, this autoloader, okay. So let's see here. That's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm thinking I might be picking up 1 too many for the main, or for the gun here in the middle. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see about... We'll disconnect that there. And I think it'd be easier to Tetris it if we do it like this instead. Okay, so let's get our cooling gauges back out. Let's see here. I think if we grab one of these and do one of these with it, I'm pretty sure that I don't quite have these balanced correctly just yet, so yeah. Alright, so let's see here. How do we want to do this part? I think I'm going to need one of those right there. And we want that right there. That does make for a problem here, though. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Actually, don't. I want to put it right about back here instead. Because I'm trying to figure out how to do the neck of the turret here. Bam. And this is just kind of temporary right here, so yeah, don't worry about that. Alright, so that center bit seems to be okay. Except this little bit right here, that's going to give us some grief. But I think we can fix that by doing this. Yeah, good. Alright. And that's connected back there. So let's grab gauge increasers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll just have to kind of backtrack with these here. There we go. And that's something that's going to have to be fixed. Ugh. Let's do this, and that'll connect that up. I just kind of hope it... Yep, okay, we're good there. And it probably had to do the same thing over here, so... Yep, we're good there too. Awesome. Just want to make sure that all this crap is connected up. So... How do I want to do this? I don't necessarily like this part where it's sticking up right here. Well, anyway. Let's get the gauge increasers in here. There we go. 8 of them. Let's see here. Could I do this instead? Yes. And then that means I can get rid of that. I'm thinking there's probably a better way to do this middle bit here. Yeah, there is. Take that out. And then I got to figure out how to connect this mess back up. There we go. Alright, so we're missing... We don't need a cooling vent, we need a gauge increaser. There we go. 500 mil. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw together a shell for this real quick. Advanced cannons, ammo controller. So I think with this we're going to go with pin depth. So I want to go with a composite head. And we're going to go solid warhead body. And then HE warhead body. Then we want the pin depth fuse. And let's see here. We need rear. We want the base bleeder. There we go. That's got a pretty respectable muzzle velocity. It looks like we might be able to fit one more fuse on this, but I don't know. I think it might be fine as is. That is a lot of kinetic damage right there. Holy crap, look at that. Explosive damage, pretty good. Okay, I think this will work just fine for our purposes. Alright, so now we need to kind of make sure that all the guns have the correct number of autoloaders. So here's what we're going to do in this next part. Is I'm going to put the input feeders on all of these. If I can. I would be using the mirror line, but I'm kind of worried that I'm going to accidentally replace a block that I don't want to replace. That mirror line, sometimes it can cause problems, especially if you put it down in the wrong spot where you're off center with it. Oh, that can cause some serious problems. Anyone who has spent a significant amount of time in the FTD probably knows what I'm talking about. Alright. And here's that. Again, we're just trying to cover up these ends of the clips for the autoloaders. Then we'll see about trying to balance these guns out. Because we could start loading clips into, or loading the clips, I mean. Nope, don't want you there. We want you right there. There, there, there. There, 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 there. We want to try to get these to fire roughly the same fire rate. And that's what I'm going to be shooting for here. One thing that's going to be nice about all this space down here is we're going to have lots of room to be able to add some rail chargers, just to give the gun a little more oomph. So, awesome. I think that it... Nope, missed one here. And missed one here. Here. Okay, I think we got them all. So we're going to start putting ammo in these. Here we go. Actually, I probably should have had these turned just a wee bit, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do it right now. Now we need to balance these guns out. There we go. Okay, so the ones on the sides are reading just a little bit different. Okay. That says 34, that says 32, so I think the center one's got maybe one too many autoloaders. Which that's a simple enough issue to fix. Just trying to figure out which autoloaders I can steal. Actually, I think these two here on the side would do the trick. And we'll disconnect this one and this one here. Let's make sure that... yeah, that's going to be a problem. Can we redo the bottom of this? Yes, we can. That doesn't look like it's set up correctly. Or is it? No, it is not. Yeah, this one's not set up right. There we go. Alright, now let's see here. Back to this bit. There we go. Advanced cannons. There we go. And make sure that this is... yeah, we need to flip this around. I don't want to make it to where the clips won't be able to load at all, so that's why I'm doing this, because the way it's on top up here, if I were to cover that up, then that's going to be a problem. Because if this end is covered with the ammo ejector and this end is covered with the 6-way connector, then this clip is not going to receive ammo. So yeah, that would be a potentially big issue. So that's why I did that way. There we go. Now, let's see here. Okay, that gun went up to 34. That went down to 35. This is at 37. 37, 35, 34. Okay. So I think we can steal another 2 autoloaders to add to the outer guns. Let's see here. Does this have an ejector on the end of it? No, this will be fine. Actually, what did I... was it? It was this one I was looking at. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we'll take this dude here and connect it up that way. That... I don't see why that's not connecting, though. Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, that one won't work like that. Okay. I'll have to find another one that I could steal here. Okay, this one looks good. So I could do that and pull that. And I think I can pull one. Yeah, let's see here. Yes. There we go. 35, 35, 35. Awesome. Let's see here. The cooler limit is at 25.8. That could be an issue. Cooler limit, yeah, the cooler limit on this is going to have to come up significantly. I don't know how it's only got one. It's got like a cooler limit of 6. That makes no sense, but whatever. Let's see here. I can do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. That raises that cooler limit to 9. The cooler limit on this is 6.8, so we're going to have to do something similar over here. That can go all the way to like that, but I can't do it on the other end. And I can put one there. I can put one there. So one thing I am wondering right now is if I can just do something like this. Yeah, maybe. Okay. How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to have to grab one of these. Come back to here with it. That gets us up to 14. $18.5. And we're going to have to connect that back up. And yeah, we can definitely do this. There we go. I can put another one here in here. That gets us up to 25. Over here it's 23 for some reason. That would be why. There we go. I'm wondering if I could do this, then this. Probably not. Yeah. Well, actually, we can do this instead. That gets us up to 28. And we can do this right here. Would that be worth it, though? No, I don't think so. Actually, this was actually kind of a bad idea here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem here too. Okay. And we'll have to do it like that, then that. Kind of a challenge because I'm trying to make sure that these things connect correctly and they don't like touch the wrong six-way connectors that's connecting the autoloaders to the guns. So yeah, it prevents it, or it it gives you a kind of an interesting challenge. Let's see here. Is there something else that I could do to try to get myself some more coolers? Yes, I can grab one, put one there. Actually, that's not going to work. Yeah. Well, actually, what if I did this? Yes. There we go. We got a cooler limit of 28. And I think I can put one there. That gets that up to 30, but not quite 32. Let's see if we could do this, and this, and that. There we go. In this middle bit here, I think I can do like that, and then like that. Actually, that might do something I don't want it to. Plus that needs to be connected there. This end needs more coolers. But I think if I do something like this, I can... Well, actually... Let's just... We got the number of autoloaders balanced. I think we can come back to the coolers later. Because we can shove them into the turret cap with that too much effort. This looks like it could potentially be a problem here. There we go. And that potentially could be a problem there as well. So let's check on it. Yep, we're good. And voila. So then, in theory, we could do that. And that. There we go. Yeah, that is more than enough coolers over here. Okay. Alright. That center bit, it's going to need a lot more coolers, though. That one's got... Yeah, that does 33.1, 33.1, 25.8. Okay. I think I can work with this. Alright, we'll do that. There we go. Actually, I think I might want to make the top of this out of heavy armor. Yeah. Because plunging fire is a thing, and from the depths. A very scary thing. There we go. And let's see here. Heavy armor. And I'm not going to worry too much about recoil because, like I said, this is 2.4.9 where recoil isn't exactly a necessity. So, yeah. Again, trying to use the full length blocks. Let's see here, 3, then put in 2 there, and then put in that right there, and that right there. Awesome. Alright, here we go. Now the neck on this will probably be like 2 meters tall. So yeah, that's awesome. I guessed the height of the turret correctly. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. Of course, the fun part will be when we finally get around to test firing this thing. Now, let's see here. I usually like to go with a bullpup setup. And basically what that means is the firing piece is going to be somewhere towards the back of the turret. There we go. And the reason for wanting to do it this way is because it protects the inside of the guns. The firing piece, it's an expensive piece of hardware. Also, the mantlet, those are very vulnerable parts of the guns. Actually, that's coming out just a wee bit too far. I think we'll do it like this instead. Yes. There we go. And then like that. And then like that, and like that. Yes, that'll work. And I want to go with... Well, of course I gotta put the firing piece on first, but whatever. There we go. Yeah, looks like the autoloaders could potentially be still a little out of balance. It looks like this one over here on this side, it's got this one right here, it's got one too many. We can... Oops. Hit Shift P one too many times there. There we go. Alright. 34, 35. 34. Yeah, this side over here's got one too many autoloaders. So we're going to have to give one back. So can we do that here? Yes. And we'll have to pull that back one. Huh, how did I not see that issue? That's probably why it's all thrown off. Okay, autoloader limit 37, 34, 37, 35. And it's still off. $34, 37, 35. Oh, couldn't. What was wrong with this? $34, $34, $34, 35.8. Close enough. I don't know why this isn't connecting. And put it there, that should connect it right. Yeah. So that's 37, that's 34, that's 35. Okay. So let's disconnect that there, put that there. Okay, so that's at 37, this is at 34. Yeah, this part right here is kind of tricky because I have two autoloaders that otherwise wouldn't be able to connect. Unless... yeah, that one won't work. But with this one, yes. This one will work. We could take out that one. Alright, so we can disconnect that. Y'all probably screaming at the screen right now, going, thinking that there's some kind of obvious solution that I'm just not seeing right now. Yeah. I'm not quite sure where I can connect this one to. That's going to be fine there, so... Actually... Got it. There we go. 35.8, 35.8, and 35.8. Excellent. I figured it out eventually. Alright. So now let's put these on the guns. And I usually like to put the bore evacuators either really far inside the gun or at the end of the barrels, because it's such a weak component. So yeah, I think we'll do it like that. And then I think we're going to go with heavy barrels here. Then heavy barrel ends. And then there we go. Inaccuracy is definitely an issue. I don't know if I'd want to get them much longer than this, though, because I hate noodle barrels with a passion. Anyway, let's see here. Trying to think if there's a way I can get railgun pieces on here. I know with these outer ones it shouldn't be a problem. I'm thinking if I just widen this a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. So, yeah, let's put down the mirror line again. We want this to come out 1 more meter that way. And then we can do this, 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 and let's see here, then I want just something decorative I like to do on the ends. There we go. Let's see here. Inaccuracy of 0.55. We can probably do a little bit better. Let's see here. Advanced cannons. We want railguns. And we want to put a charger here. And we want to get rid of one of these. We probably don't need these too insanely long. The longer the better. That should help. Those will help increase our accuracy by a fairly significant margin. Let's see here. I think on the inside of this, I want to put some oblique plating, so we can protect the neck here. Alright, so let's strip the blocks away again. And see where we can try to fit some chargers. Advanced cannons, railgun charger, there we go. And I think I want to, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. I think I can add, let's see here, where this middle bit here, they all have 4 each now. So I'll put 2 more on this one over here on this side. And I'll put 2 more over here. And this middle bit here is going to get another 2 more. You want to keep these balanced if you can, so then that way they all have the same settings. I'm pretty sure I think I can add 3 more to this middle bit. I'm gonna have to pull one of those from the middle. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how much does the middle one have? I spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one over here has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good, good. So that means they all have an equal number of chargers. Awesome. And I think we could put some recoil absorption into this. No reason not to. That gun can have some, and oh, that's the wrong one. That gun there can have some, and we can put one here and here. And we can put one there, 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 and there. And can I fit any more? Not easily. Okay, I think we're good there. Now to kind of set up these guns, I want the accuracy to be as low as possible. We're going to go into the railgun settings. We're going to use this accuracy buff. We're going to let the fire when partially charged. This is a trick that I kind of picked up from Trucker Joe because I hate noodle barrels, as I mentioned earlier. Okay. Alright. Now, we could do some test firing. Alright, let's set the fire rate. I think it was 35.8. Just double check that. Yes, 35.8. Oops. I put that in the wrong place entirely. Oh, come on. And I went and put the number in the wrong flippin' spot again. There we go. Of course, the ones on the sides, they're reloading because I went and kind of screwed that up. But while they're reloading, I'm going to work on their armor a bit. So the reason why I want the neck to be 2 meters thick is so that there's going to be enough room for some heavy armor and then some hull, or some, I'm sorry, there's going to be heavy armor right here, and then right above it here there is going to be, you know, the metal-backed decking. And this right here, the heavy armor that I'm putting in right now, that's just to kind of help with explosion creep. Because let's be honest, none of us like creeps. Actually, I'm thinking right here we could probably do that bit with stone. To kind of act as a spall-liner. Here we go. Alright, that works. We can do it that way, and then Yeah, that could work. I'm almost thinking like a kind of almost a rounded front to this. Something like that. Yeah, let's do something like this. And I think I want to get rid of those. All right. Actually, let's take all this out. And I want to put in... Yeah. I'm doing this with the idea that this thing's going to be taking fire to the front of the turret, and I need some spall lining. Let's see here. I think we'll go ahead and put that applique back in down here. No, I'm not entirely sure why I took it out, but oh well. Then up here we're going to put heavy. Yeah, we can put that there. Let's see here. We could probably cut those back just a hair. I don't really want to, but actually, let's retry this. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it to where it uses the least amount of blocks as possible. That's kind of why I keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this shit. Yeah. Let's see, then we want... Maybe. Let's see, here we go. Also, Geo, if you're watching this, I know you don't like my turret caps, so I'm just going to say this in advance, bite me. I'm always experimenting with different shapes. So, yeah, we could do that. And that. And one of these. Yeah, I like it. And I want to put heavy armor up front. Like so. There we go. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to do the back of the turret. Which can be challenging, not gonna lie. Yeah, that'll work. Except I kind of want the armor to be a little tougher there, so I think I'm going to go with some heavy. Because this just feels like a weak spot. There we go. Actually, I think I could do something different with this part back here. Yeah. And then I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to pull that. And I'm going to put that there. And yeah, that'll work. I don't like the idea of those mantles exposed, like at all. Here we go, let's do that. And I think if I do it like this, probably look good. As soon as I get done with the turret cap, I think I'm going to call this good. Yeah, I like it. Alright guys, we'll give it a test fire real quick here. Oh yeah. Well, I just realized something that I have forgotten in the setup of the shell here. So let me fix that real quick here. I just realized that, let's see here, composite head, solid, and we'll move that HE up, and we'll put the pen depth fuse up a little further. And I want to put the emergency ejection fuse. Yep, we're all good. Pen depth fuse, though, I need to set a distance for this. I think I want to go 4 meters, and there we go. And let's see here. I forgot to do some of the insides of the turret, it would seem. Alright. Heavy armor. And yeah. Alright, I think we're good. Alright guys, well I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Damadog82, and we were building a turret for the new Carolus Rex. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day, and keep your hammer high. Later.